Hello everybody, I'm Kayla Rundle. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, be ready, I'm going to show you guys my custom painted Camaro. I got it fully painted after the quarter panel damage. I know some of you guys are freaking out because I just ripped off my wrap really quickly and damaged some of the paint, but don't worry because that is all fixed now. Next to me, I'm not going to show you yet, but I do have my Camaro. I got it back from the paint shop. It does have a little bit of polishing work I also have to do just to touch up the paint, but you do have to let the paint gas out for at least 45 days since my clear coat is aftermarket. It takes a little bit longer to gas out. So you want to do that before you coat it or do anything crazy to it. But in the meantime, I'm gonna take you guys for a walk around my Camaro and show you guys the entire paint job process. So enjoy this video. Crazy. Now my car is basically wrapped like 4 different colors. It's yellow, green, black, white, gray. It's looking good. This door's all fixed. This is tough. Look, they literally all look the same. They have slight different variants, but today's the day I get to pick a color. So I think I'm going with the Lexus white. I feel like Lexus always has good paint, but has a good amount of flake, you can see. Excited! All right, what color should we go with? This is tough. So far, my favorite one is this top one. I want it super white. I don't want it warm, and I want lots of sparkle in it. I went to go get my nails done the next day, and I decided that these colors weren't sparkly enough for me. So I sent Carlos this text of a picture of the nail swatches when I was getting my nails done. And I'm like, hey, I need this color on my car. Let's figure it out. And of course, he's the best. He was like, I got you. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. So he went to House of Kolor and he picked a couple swatches for me. Crazy. I ended up liking the Ice Pearl Flake the most with the Summit White base because I wanted the white base to be the same exact color as the rest of my car. So I did go with the Summit White base with the Ice Pearl Flake and then also with the House of Kolor clear coat on top. That they're painting right now. So I got the front bumpers, the rear bumpers, the side skirts, and the side mirrors over there, all getting sprayed in Summit White right now. Alright, he just sprayed the first layer of the flake on here. Now he's going to do a second layer because I want it even more sparkly. Another layer, complete going down. Woo! All right, they brought the car back to the house, and right now it has no glass. I had to drive it with no glass all the way here. We didn't get in trouble. Luckily it's daytime because it doesn't have any taillights or front bumper. So it's very dangerous to do that at night. Do not recommend. But here it is. It's crazy to see the carbon roof from Anderson Composites on the car. And we're gonna start putting it together, get the front bumper, rear bumper, side skirts, everything back on the car. I'm so excited. This paint looks insane. Like from here it looks stock, but as soon as you hit the sun, you can see the flakes so much. It is time to pick up the Camaro, and of course it's pouring rain outside, so I'm gonna have to drive the fresh paint job in the rain all the way home. But I'm so excited to see it. We're here with Anthem Cars and Coffee. They're gonna get more footage, and they're cleaning it up for me right now, doing the little last details, and I'm so excited to see it. Hopefully get the reaction. You excited?
Very.
I'm so
gonna look sick.
I know, I'm so excited. You can't see the sparkles as much in the rain, sadly, but I'm so excited to see it in the direct sun. Finally got the Camaro back. She's so pretty. I'll have to do a walk around video for you guys later. All right, are you guys ready to see the Camaro? It's really hard to see the sparkles on camera, sadly. In person, it looks absolutely insane. I wanted to go for a more mature look for the Camaro this time around. The sand was really poppy from really far away, but I wanted to paint my car something that I would love from like 10, 20 years from now, and I wouldn't be tired of it. So here is my custom painted Camaro. Ta-da! Hopefully you guys can see some sparkles. It's in the sun, so the sparkles really pop right now. But basically, I wanted the color of the car to be the same color as the entire chassis. So the engine bay and every component of the car is still Summit White on the base. And then I have 2 layers of the clear coat, which is mixed in with Ice Pearl from House of Kolor. And I personally picked the amount of flake I wanted in the paint. I wanted it to be a little bit, I wanted it to be subtle, but also yet very poppy. So we added, I think it was 1.5 teaspoons in every half gallon of clear about. But we did 2 coats of clear mixed in with the flake, and then 2-3 more coats of just regular clear on top. I wanted as much clear coat as possible on top of this car because, as you know, I love detailing, and I am going to be paint correcting this car later on. So I wanted to have as much clear coat as possible just in case anything happens. I can sand it down and not get it repainted. All right, I'm going to take you guys around to the damage on the quarter panel, since I'm sure I've gotten a lot of people have asked me questions about the quarter panel and how well this can be fixed. This is in the shadow side, but this quarter panel is the one that got fully damaged in the accident. They fully replaced it. They had welded a new one in, and they completely blended the paint all the way into the door seams. And here in the door jambs, these are all just basic white without the flake, which is just like the rest of my car. I didn't get the little Chevrolet thing right here yet. I gotta buy that, but that will be soon. I kind of want an aftermarket one. If you guys have any suggestions, leave it in the comments below because I'm trying to find a cool one. I don't want one that lights up though. That's not my favorite. Anyways, they put the flake on the edges on all the outside of the car. So there's no flake closer to the inside, no flake in my engine bay, no flake on the door jambs, because I wanted it to just blend perfectly. I didn't want random flake to be in like weird areas, so you can tell. But it's the same white all the way across, so there is no seams. They did such a good job. Let me pop my trunk. And then you'll also be able to see over here on the right side, you can see how well of a job they did of welding together this entire panel. It almost looks better than it does over here, which is completely stock on this left side. That one, honestly, the one they did looks better than stock in my opinion. It's insane. But I've also been getting questions about why I ripped out my interior. And I ripped out my interior because I didn't want any of the interior damage in the paint shop. It's a lot easier just to pull things out rather than it getting all covered in paint and having to scrub everything. So I did that just to protect myself, and then it also gave me the opportunity to shampoo my carpets, which thank you, Sam, for helping me out with shampooing all the carpets. We also steamed all of the metal in the interior because there was a few like weird stains from the previous owner. So I just wanted to get those all cleaned up. So I'll show you guys how clean this interior is now. Let's get these water bottles out. But this carpet in here literally looks brand new. Did all the carpet lines, and even back here. It's so clean. It's so nice. So excited to have this car back. And also, if you guys are wondering, what is this black thing on top of her car? I'm gonna show you guys this in another video, but I've never ever seen this done on a 5th gen Camaro before. I've only heard of it and seen the parts on Anderson Composites website. But since I had the opportunity to take out my rear glass and side glass because they had to change out the quarter panel, I'm like, why don't I just take out my front glass and replace the entire roof? Because this has been a dream part of mine to get done on the Camaro for so long, because everybody always gets the wraps on their roof for any car really, and whenever I see BMWs with the carbon roofs, I'm like, I need that so bad. But anyways, I did put on the Anderson Composites dry carbon roof. It's literally perfect fitment for the 5th gen Camaros, and dry carbon makes it extra strong, which is literally like less bendy than stock. With my stock one, I go like this and the whole thing bends in. This one's actually stronger. And I know you're like, oh, it's dry carbon. I did get this. The reason it is glossy, I did get this clear coated so it has a shiny finish to match the rest of the car. Since this is dry carbon versus my other carbon components, the weave does look a little bit different, but you know, this is the most real you can get on any car. So I'm super excited to show that off at all the meets. Like, unbelievable. I asked Carlos, which is the guy that helped me put the car together and help me out with the paint job. He didn't have any problems with the fitment on the roof, which is really impressive for carbon pieces because so many people have problems with that. So thank you, Anderson Composites. I am so excited to have this piece on my car. I'll probably give you guys a review on it later to see if we have any problems down the road. I'm sure we won't. So, but check out my other video for all of the installation information on that roof, because it's kind of a long process and I didn't find any information on it at all. Let's come back and look at this flake in the sun before the sun goes down. Hopefully you guys are able to see some of the flake. It's absolutely insane. The way you get the flake to be the same across the entire car is you do want to have all the components on the car. We did obviously have the door handles and the mirrors off of the car, but you spray the flake evenly across the entire car so it does have even flake across the entire thing. Otherwise, the flake is sprayed in different directions. You can actually tell once you put all the car back together. This car does have 95,000 miles and it definitely doesn't look like that. So it makes me happy. For future modifications and future videos, I know I've been off YouTube this last month, but I will be installing new suspension on the car. I got KW suspension Club Sport 2s in my room right now. I've been like cuddling with them in bed because they're my dream part, but those will be going on the car soon enough. And I also have the Detroit Speed parts, which I think I mentioned before. I have the lower control arms, trailing arms, and camber plates for the front. I'm going to be installing those as well. I believe suspension is one of the most important things on the car. It doesn't even matter how fast you are. Suspension is the most important and what makes you beat everyone around the track. So highly recommend those two companies. Stay tuned for those videos as well. Yeah, I kind of just wanted to give an update on the car. This flake is crazy. I'm so excited to show this off to everybody. I haven't yet put on my carbon side skirts in the carbon front lip. The lips from Anderson Composites, the side skirts are from C7 Carbon. I will be putting those back on the car. I just had them off for them to paint. All right, well, that concludes the paint reveal of my Camaro. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm so excited to have content in the future with this new color and actually have a clean car with paint way better than it was when I bought it brand new. And on top of that, the carbon roof. It's a complete dream come true. And it looks insane in the sun, which it's so hard to see on camera. But if you guys ever catch this car in person, it's actually 100 times better in person. I'm so excited on how this paint came out with the Summit White base with the Ice Pearl House of Kolor flake on top of it embedded in the clear coat. It just looks absolutely incredible. I'm so excited for future content with this. Stay tuned for the final review. I'm putting so much more on the car. And thank you again for watching today's video. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and everything is Kayla Rundle. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.